Welcome to Help to Love Mindful Hacks, your trusted, curated source for self-mastery and self-improvement tips to help you become happier and more productive in your truth, to actually become your higher version of self. Here is your host and happiness and productivity specialist, E.L. Brooks.
The source of our happiness. Fundamentally, every person on the planet needs to understand the source of their own joy. Your experience is entirely determined by you. The source of your human experience of life is completely determined within you. Your joy or misery, your agony or ecstasy, or your pleasantness or pain. But if you have hate, if you have anger, or prejudice, or pain in your life, if you think that you're miserable because of the existence of another human, then there's no solution for you as long as you have this mindset. The source of your misery doesn't have to do a thing. Just the thought of or the sight of another person or persons is enough to send you immediately into your self-misery mindset. You will die within yourself every day until you make this correction. Death by 1,000 misery cuts. So any hate, prejudice, or judgment has the ability to seek and wreak havoc on our body and our nervous system. When we hold emotions, especially anger and resentment, we cause tension within the body. And so there's a lot of repercussions when we do this. And there are a lot of symptoms that you all are walking around with. So please pay attention. These symptoms include tight jaws, TMJ, headaches and migraines, stomach issues, IBS, tight hips. Remember, our life force is within our hips, both for men and women. So when we kill our life force with non-loving emotions, we weaken our hips and our foundation. There's also tight buttocks. We've all heard the phrase, don't be such a tight ass. Well, in regards to body tension, it's someone who's inhibited or repressed. Anger can also cause skin problems like eczema, psoriasis, can also cause anxiety, depression, and heart attacks. Basically, it causes dis-ease within the body, which leads to diseases. So what we need to do is just understand that our thoughts and emotions are just the recycling of data that is already there, something that we've learned or remembered. But we have to realize that our memories and narratives aren't always accurate. We can challenge them by creating a little distance to review and possibly edit them. What we need to do is create distance from the psychological and physiological process. Some call this meta-awareness, others call it the seat of consciousness. If we try to handle thoughts and emotions separately, they tend to multiply tenfold. So we need to develop tools to remove ourselves from this chaos. Sadhguru mentions a story of being in our thoughts and emotions similar to being in a bad traffic jam. Let's say that we're on our way to the airport and we're in the middle of a traffic jam, creating anxiety and frustration. We miraculously make it to the airport and we manage to just make the flight. Now we take off from the airport and we're now looking down on the traffic as we fly off. But this time we've removed ourselves. Same traffic, but we've now created distance. So now it doesn't have the same impact. That's the process of developing meta-awareness or the seat of consciousness, where we can sit back in the middle of an environment that is making our thoughts and emotions less pleasant. We can create space. We can implement a technique that I created called ICE, which is a 4-step process that stands for identify, inquire, challenge, and edit. First, we identify the emotions. Is it frustration? Is it anger? Is it anxiety? Then we inquire why the emotion. We must realize that our emotions are the chemical response created by a narrative we've told ourselves in the past to match what our brain is interpreting. So there's a connection between our emotions and our narratives. Next is challenge the narrative. Most of our narratives are negative assumptions that make us miserable. They are defensive strategies to protect us, but they are usually maladaptive in nature, so they end up compromising our emotional state. Knowing this gives us the opportunity to edit the narrative and look at the narrative from a positive perspective. So going forward, know that you have the ability to change your emotions and your thoughts. Remember, a positive train of thought will take you to a better station in life. So any unpleasant emotion that you encounter, you can now put that emotion on ice so you can remain positive and have that positivity be the source of your happiness. One love. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please share it and make sure you subscribe to the Help to Love channels. Join our Facebook community and remember, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And most importantly, stay blessed, not stressed. Hashtag 500 to happiness. Hashtag 1 of 1. And remember, honor your gift and your uniqueness. One love.